abundance of information.
Yes,
Yeah,
so the
thank you.
recording is in progress, and I will share the video with you after the program is over.
Yes, right.
So many of your
Sure.
students, 7,000 students, maybe you can put, it will be on the YouTube, so you can share with all of them. So that's
Yes,
not a
I
problem.
will.
Yeah,
I guess IT students will help me, right?
yeah,
Yes, they agreed.
yes.
Yeah, I
So-
asked you to record, yeah, because there is the abundance of information, too much, and we have to digress everything, analyze, and after that come up with some conclusions, right?
Yes, 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 yes. So the IT students that you have today are what? They are what, bachelors or they're masters? What are they doing?
Bachelors.
Okay, so they are doing bachelors in computer science, right?
Yes,
And,
that's right. Absolutely right.
Yes, and computer science, and so that, which means includes your data science and you know, the big data and the I would say information technology. Very good, excellent, very nice. So I'll try to pitch the presentation according to their needs today, right?
Yes, right. Thank you.
Yes, so thank you very much. This presentation will be approximately for 1 hour, and then we will have the question and answer sessions from all of you. You can note down the points. The next 10-15 minutes after the presentation is over, we will take the questions from everybody. And I really welcome the questions. So please make sure that each one of you, how many people are present here today?
About 20, right?
Yes.
You
20,
can see,
okay.
you can see in the
Yes,
in the-
yes.
yeah, about 20. That's right.
About 20, yeah. So I will expect all of you to be
Yeah.
very attentive, and you know, take down your. You need not take any note out of the presentation, because this presentation I have already shared yesterday with Dominica.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
she will
I'll
have
share
that.
with the
Yeah,
students.
you can share with all the students. So
Yeah.
welcome all, and
So stay
yeah.
tuned. You may ask questions in the chat. Professor, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you so much, Luminitsa, once again for giving the opportunity to present the platform and the tools to your students. It's a great pleasure, and I'm sure that this next 1 hour is going to be, you know, of great interest and value to all your students. So thank you
Actually, the
once
pleasure
again.
is ours.
It is really my pleasure. It's a great opportunity to be conducting this, and I hope everybody can see my screen, and I am audible and I can continue right now. My screen is visible. Are you projecting this on the larger screen, Luminitsa? Hello? Am I audible? I cannot hear you. Am I audible? Can you see my screen? Am I audible?
Yes.
Can you
It's okay
see?
now.
Yeah, can you see my screen?
Yes, we do.
Okay, great.
We can see.
Okay, so let me begin. So you're projecting it, right, on a bigger screen? Are you projecting this? Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. So this is Praveen Rajpal from India, and you know, I really extend my heartiest welcome to you to this session on the digital incubator and the accelerator. And I'll just take you through the presentation, and if you have any questions, you can ask me after the session is over. So thank you, Luminitsa, once again for the opportunity. So the World Innovation Network, in short called WIN Private Limited, is a company which has the vision of building a digital innovation and incubation ecosystem in India and all over the world. And basically, the mission of the company is to empower all the institutions with digital tools to develop the skills, innovation, and the incubation capacity. And that too at a scale, speed, and cost efficiency. So the unique solution that we have come out with is called the digital incubator and the accelerator, which is 100x more powerful than the physical incubators, and at just 0.1% of the cost of the physical incubator today, because many of the students in the world cannot afford the physical incubation. So imagine that you have the global innovation ecosystem available to you in just a click of a mouse. You have the opportunities, you have the needs, you have technology, intelligence, you get the access to markets, the investors, and the industry in just one click, and that too on your smartphone or a PC or any kind of a digital device. So this can convert your smartphone or a PC or your computer labs, by the plug and play method for creating the digital innovation and the incubation infrastructure. Anytime, anywhere, on any device, because this is on the cloud. And of course, we have been, through some of the best awards in the country and internationally. We got the Global Edtech Award from Giza. We got the Thinkers 360 Award, a #1 rank consistently for 3 years, and India's most prestigious Confederation of Indian Industry and Tata Award for digital transformation. So that is the kind of transformative technology that we bring to the world. And I think as IT students, this should be of great value to you. But why did we start the company in the first place? We started the company because we wanted to end the major challenges of the higher education institutions all across the world. #1 challenge was the skill gaps. #2 challenge was the lack of physical incubation facilities. Many of the institutions in the world, they do not have physical incubators. #3, there was a great shortage of faculty. The world-class faculty was not there, even if they had the physical incubation centers. #4, it is the scale and speed. And 5th, the biggest one, was the disconnect between the industry and the academia. And this resulted in 90% of the failure rate, very high failure rate of the startups. So that's a major problem, that we have over here today. So we wanted to basically end all these challenges, for the institutions and come up with a solution which is called digital incubator. So this digital incubator basically, is powered by 6 tools that you see on your screen. One is, WIN platform. The other is ID8. The third one is iStart. The 4th is iMaster. The 5th is iAssess. And the 6th is iPresent for funding. So these are basically the 6 tools, very powerful tools that we provide to you for developing your startups and innovation ecosystem. There is some echo going on. So can you, yeah, it's okay now. Now there is no echo. Okay. So the 6 tools you see on your screen. The first tool, iWin. iWin basically is called, it's a World Innovation Network app. It is the world's largest open innovation network and a marketplace. So it is connecting the students, the entrepreneurs, the startups and innovations with industry, corporates, their research centers, co-innovation centers, and the markets. Because there was a big disconnect, as I told you, right? So this disconnect that we have is basically solved by this iWin platform that we have created. The second major advantage of this platform is that the students can scan this whole ecosystem to find out the need, to find out challenges, to find out the endless opportunities. So this becomes a major platform for you for your need discovery, so that you can create some excellent product and a market fit. Another very important advantage of iWin is that it is connecting you with the world's best corporate venturing companies who fund your startups. It is connecting you with the corporate accelerators who help you in the mentorship and prototyping, in providing you with the domain expertise, commercialization support in the markets, funding and scale up of your innovations. So this is a major advantage of this iWin platform. The next tool that we have for you is called the 3D idea generator. This 3D idea generator is the innovation Rubik's Cube. I'm sure everybody must have played with the cube, right? With the Rubik's Cube. But here is an ideation Rubik's Cube. Every time you shuffle the cube, it generates new permutations and combinations of ideas. So I'll show you this little later after the presentation is over. Every time you will shuffle it, you will find a unique combination. So this develops your creativity, your brainstorming abilities. It also develops your out-of-box thinking. And most importantly, it helps the students to break the mental barriers. So a very important tool for the lateral thinking. You know, when you talk about creativity, this changes your perspective of thinking, of connecting the unconnected dots. Right. Next, iStart. iStart is a series of guided mind maps. You know, guided mind maps convert an evolutionary idea into a revolutionary business on a step-by-step journey. So the students don't have to struggle to think as to how they should create an idea, how they should generate an idea, how they should transform them into a product, how should they take it to the market, how they should create a business model. Everything is provided to you in a very scientific manner so that your innovations, they do not fail and they become successful. So this is the guided mind maps. You can compare it with your, the Google Maps. Whenever you are with the Google Map, you will never lose your destination. You will always reach there. When you come on the guided mind maps, on your mind to market journey, you will always become successful. You will always have a startup with you, or you will have a breakthrough innovation with you, or you will have a design with you. That is the power of the package. It doesn't leave you. It tells you, do this further. You do this further. So it actually, you can say it's an AI mentor which guides you on every step. The fourth product is called the iMaster. So you want to master the subject, of innovation and entrepreneurship and startups. How do you do that? Because it is very difficult. I mean, your university has got 7,000 students today. Semester after semester, repeating the same lectures, it becomes very monotonous exercise for a professor. So we have converted that, on a call. These are the digital avatars that we have. Anything that you want to know on the complete innovation and startups. So this is going to save a lot of time. And for 7,000 people, if you have to build a culture of innovation and startups, it is very difficult because you have to recruit hundreds of professors. No more required. No more required. With the very limited, faculty strength, the institution can build the innovation culture and a startup ecosystem. And whatever time is saved, whatever money is saved, that can actually be used by the professors in mentoring of the projects rather than training the students. So great advantage, everything, you can call it the e-innovation library actually. Massive resource which can be accessed by the students anytime, anywhere, remotely. The fifth tool that we provide is called ISS. It's a very important platform for assessing the power of an idea. Many of you students, you come with an idea, but you don't know whether that idea will be successful tomorrow or not. And you waste a lot of time and energy and your resources, but ultimately it does not succeed. But ISS helps the students to assess the power of an idea. Where do I stand? Or if you have 4 ideas, 5 ideas, which idea you should take first? That is very important. So this platform, it enables the students to measure, analyze, improve, and evolve, because that is very, very important. It enables you to do a pivot in case it is required, change the directions of your startups so that you only pick up the excellent ideas. So that's the assessment of the idea or the startup validation that you do. Another product that we provide in this repository is called iPresent. iPresent is basically the set of ready 50 PowerPoint presentations, ready to use templates. So which will help you in developing the pitch decks, which will help you in developing business models. It has ready-made templates to create a big impact on the investors. So your elevator pitch, your pitch decks, your presentations to the industry or the companies, all the templates are provided. So you don't have to make on your own. It saves a lot of time. Especially you have less time, students are having examinations, you have the projects. So it's really going to save a lot of time for you. So this is, in a nutshell, I would say, the entire platform which is provided to you and which basically helps you to scale and to basically accelerate and scale your startups. Okay, so let me now take you to our platform of the tools that we have. So, as I said, one of the first tools, that we provide to you is called the 3D idea generator. This is a Rubik's Cube of innovation, on your screen. And for example, this is for a design innovation. There are 12 such cubes for materials, for technologies, for markets, for products, for design, for processes. This is for the design. So if you want to find out, a new idea, how do you do that? You actually play with this. So you can see that, you can rotate the cube in any direction. And I hope my screen is visible, right? Can you see the cube? Excuse me. Yes. Now you can. Yes. So now, if I want to shuffle it, I can easily shuffle it, and that changes the equation totally. How can you make something which is new and simpler, right? How is it that you make something which is different and you can combine 2 things? How can your style also have solutions? And I can go horizontal. And now suddenly I say that, I want to make it self-driven. So this is, I think, a very important cube which changes the way that you think. It's not a linear thinking. It is completely a lateral thinking, which enables you to break the mental barriers and create, something which is absolutely, I would say, novel kind of a combination and something which is not existing in the world. So if you want to bring the new to the world ideas, how do you make something self-driven? How do you make something more efficient? How is it that, you add a digital component to that? And suddenly you might get an idea, why not I make it the hybrid of solar and the wind? That's the power. Every time, you see a word and you see that, probably I have some new ideas, which can be clubbed with this idea. So you build ideas from here. So this is one tool which enables you to create some amazing permutations and the combinations. I can clear this. I go to the next one. No, there is something which is called something that you can make simpler. Then you have the floating, and then you have thin, and then you have the shine over here. So the floating solar stations, suddenly you will get an idea. And, that's how Japanese created the floating solar stations, which were put on the riverbeds or on the sea. You might just want to think about another idea. So you can clear this, or you can take a screenshot of this and keep it with you and create many possible, permutations and the combinations. What is the good thing about this cube is that you can shuffle it. It is programmed for a 20 times of auto shuffle. So I can actually go here and put it on an auto shuffle. So it has got two features. One is the manual feature where I can go like this and, play it manually. I can shuffle it manually. I can say, okay, let me create something so that I can detach it and attach it whenever I want with a new technology. But I can also play it, shuffle it. So this is programmed for a 20 times of random shuffling. Let's shuffle the cube. If you shuffle the cube, it will automatically remove the human bias and shuffle 20 times. So when you shuffle the cube, you will find that there are many new permutations and combinations of the ideas. All innovations, they come because of new fusion thinking, new connecting the dots in a new ways. So if you see here, you can divide your students into 6 teams. The yellow color, the green color, the red color, right? The blue color. Now, supposing I want to have an immediate class from you right now, supposing I close this now and tell you there is a timer, it is 2.39, it shows on the screen. I give you 2 minutes of time. Can you create any combination of an idea from here? And you have 20 students over there. I'm asking everyone in the next 2 minutes, create a combination of 2 words, which can actually give you a futuristic idea for innovation. Is that clear to all the students?
Yes.
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 Please take 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, when the clock is at 5.9, we will take the ideas from you. 2 words. Combine any 2 words and give me 2 or 3 words. You can combine 2, 3, 4, whatever. But give me an idea that comes to your mind right now. Note it down and I will ask you. You have 1.5 minutes to go. You have 1 minute and 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you can write in the chat.
Yes.
Any ideas that come.
Yes, and
Come up to your mind.
I can also tilt the cube on this side if you want. If you want to see some new words.
Okay.
Thanks.
And if you want to see some more new words, it is here. And if you want to see, you can take the words from here. How is it that you can resolve the problems by making it movable? How do you make it efficient? How do you make it energy efficient with horizontal thinking or a vertical thinking? I go to the next side now. I'm giving to the next side. You have more words. Can you utilize something? Can you make it folding? Can you make a folding thing? Can you make it automatic? Can you minimize the human efforts? Right? Can you minimize the human efforts? Can you use technology and language? I go to the next side. I'll come here. So can you make it ultra slim and modular? There are so many ideas that you're getting right now, but as you get used to playing with that, you will be able to come out with some unique combinations. We have 15 more seconds to go, and I expect the students to see the ideas over here and give me something unique that you can think of. We have 10 more seconds to go. something which can be nature inspired, something which is absolutely unique. And now your time is over. So now I would request anyone, if he has been able to think about any idea which can be innovative. Out of the 20 students, please raise your hands. Who has got some ideas? Has anyone thought about
Should we keep
any
combinations?
innovative? Hello. Hello.
The combination?
Yes.
Do you expect the students to write in the chat?
Yes, they can write in the chart, so I can actually see over here. So they can
They might
write
be shy or yeah. So feel free to write any combinations that come to your mind right now.
Yes. You want to write, you tell us, and you want to
Mhm.
send it to him, okay? Any combinations?
Mhm.
Who has a combination?
Just a few seconds, Professor.
Artificial ecosystem, the first one.
Okay. The artificial ecosystem. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Very good.
Free-
Okay. Okay. Who's the next?
User-centered resources.
Sorry?
User-centered resources.
User-centered net and resources. Okay. Okay.
Resources.
Okay.
Interactive software.
Interactive software.
Very good. Excellent. Interactive software. So to think as to what the interactive softwares can be actually. Right?
Yeah.
So yes,
Yeah.
very good. I would say that you've done very well. Excellent, actually. Very good. So give her a big hand. So from my side, well done. Well done. So is there anybody else who has got any idea in this regard?
Portable and proximity.
Reportable.
Portable.
Portable proximity.
Portable proximity.
Okay.
Yes.
Portable proximity. Okay, you should make it portable and make it near to the people that they are. So this is how, this basically is just a start, right? So this can actually, once you play with this, once you play more and more with this, you can create many more new ideas, for your innovation. Similarly, if I go to this cube, look at the new cube which is there on your screen. Now, how can you think about creating a new business that was for design? This is for new business. So I can actually go, let me tell you, I can actually pick up my marker and say, I can pick up this Eclipse tool and, go to the red color and start asking, can we go to the unserved markets? Because so we have to find out what are the unserved markets, which competition has totally forgotten to do. What are the new demographics, in which our products can go, the new geographical markets. What are the unarticulated needs of the customer? See, the customers do not know what they want. We have to anticipate their needs. Nobody told Steve Jobs that, you please give me an Apple phone or you make a tab. Right? He sensed it, that this is what is something that people are going to ask for it. Nobody told Da Vinci that we need a plane which can fly. So great innovators, they anticipate the needs. So this tool enables you to think in a very different way. Have you heard about the famous quote of Steve Jobs? Think different. Have you heard, all the students? I'm asking the students, have you heard about the quote from Steve Jobs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Think different.
Yeah.
So what he said, here is to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, and the ones who see things differently. They are not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. But the only thing that you cannot do is to ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward. And while some may see them as the crazy one, we see them as a genius Because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who actually do. That was Steve Jobs talking about different thinking, craziness, passion. It is so important for the young students to have that passion for their ideas. Because stereotype books, stereotype memorizing, stereotype learning is not going to help. So here is that, very, very important cube that makes you think in a very different way. In a very different way, you can think of, how can I have a competitive advantage? What should be my brand promise? Is it something that I can outsource, right? I can go to the next line, So how do we market our product in the social events? Can we create a new business for social events? Let us say marriages. Can you create something, which is easily by anticipating the needs? Nobody told Toyota to make the Prius car, the hybrid of solar and electric 15 years ago. But they anticipated that there is going to be a big problem. There's going to be a big oil crisis. And people will not be able to afford the oil or the petrol. So they created a Prius car, which is the hybrid, the first hybrid of electric and gasoline. And now, of course, the whole world is going towards the electric vehicles now. So this whole, tools, they basically enable you to really understand the world from a different perspective, right? How can you move into the unexplored zones, right? How is it that, you create some new ideas which people have never seen before? So this is basically, the idea generator tool, which enables you to connect the unconnected dots, and it enables you to think in a very different way. So that's creative and out of the box thinking for you. I would now like to go on the other tool that I talked to you. And that particular tool is called the guided mind maps. These are the guided mind maps, which I will share with you right now. So these guided mind maps, it is, I hope you can see the new screen, guided mind map screen. Yeah, okay. These are basically the ready-made templates which guides you on a complete mind-to-market journey. So you can see right from ideas to developing products and designs to creating smart products and, smart technologies. And especially, I would say, for all the students who are here today from the IT, it is not possible to create anything which is mentioned here without the information technology. So you people, all you students are the future of the world. You're going to create a new future for this world. So all this, whether it is agricultural technologies or drones or robotics or clean technologies or AR, VR or 3D printing or wearable tech, nothing happens without IT and computer science. The world looks at you, my dear friends. So the world is really looking up to you. What is your next idea? So here is where that, but then once you've created, a solution, how do you go to the market? How do you commercialize that? We don't want to become inventors alone. We have to become commercializers. There was a great difference between Tesla and Edison. Tesla was an inventor, and Thomas Edison was the man who would commercialize the ideas. So how will you commercialize these ideas? How will you develop your business model? How will you develop your go-to-market strategy? How will you raise the money? So I'll just give you some examples, of these guided mind maps that makes your life so simple. So today, if you want to really go on, let us say, problem identification. So what are the problems that the world is facing today? Are you aware? Because if you don't know what are the problems, you will never be able to come out with innovations. So here you see the problem identification screen. This one. So here you get the ready problems of the world that they're facing. So for example, when we were talking to Tata Motors, what are the problems that they're facing? But then on the top, there is a video for you to understand why this is so important. So you can run the video. These are the digital avatars.
The right problem identification is critical for the success of innovations and startups. Identifying the right problem is the first step in the innovation process, and it is essential to ensure that the solution being developed meets the needs of customers and provides a viable business opportunity. The impact of innovation can depend on the nature of the problem being addressed, as well as on the scope of the problem, which can be local, national, or global. Identifying the right problem offers many benefits to innovators. 1. Improved product market fit. By identifying the right problem, innovators can develop products or services that better fit the needs of the market.
So the video actually guides you, and then you want to really see, let us see what are the problems of people on the road in India or all over the world. As you click it, in one click, you will find out the ready identified problems that you students have to solve today. There are so many problems. I'm sure you can see the new mind map on your screen. You know, the wrong side overtaking problem. There is a problem of driving on the blind spots. Can you solve it? There is a problem of waterlogging when the cars go down, right? Then there is so much of honking and noise pollution. These are some of the problems that, you know, and the red light jumping. Many people meet with the accidents because people do not respect the law and the jump, the lines. There is so much of drunken driving. Can IT, can information technology, can your solutions in computers and electronics resolve this problem? Do you have an idea which can actually put an end to this problem? If you can do that, there are millions of dollars to be earned. So we are looking at solutions, drowsy driving. So when we gave this problem to Tata Motors, they came out with a facial recognition system. It will sense when the person goes for a sleep. And the driver monitoring system will sound the alarm for the driver so that he does not sleep. It is so important for you to think about this idea, the problem of overspeeding. You know, all these are basically extremely important for you to understand and come up with the solutions. One of the challenges that, you know, we have today is that at night when you're driving, the headlight beams, they totally blind you. You can't see what is ahead and you meet with the accidents. Do you have an idea which can solve this problem for the global drivers all over the world? Think about it. So at every, you know, step, the guided mind maps are telling you, you know, how you should actually create the solutions. You know, Ola and Uber, they have an artificial intelligence to sense, I mean, Uber taxis, they sense your battery. If your battery is less, they charge you more price because they know that you are going to book the car because you don't have the time. And if your battery is more, they charge the less price from you. So these are basically, you know, the ready problem identification mind map. The second mind map tells you how to solve the problem. So you can go on the problem solution mind map. How do I resolve the challenges? You open the next mind map. Now you have a problem, but how do I solve it? How do I solve a problem that I have on my hand? So this is the new mind map that tells you how you have to solve a particular problem. So first of all, it says that step by step, you go to problem definition or need identification. So once you've identified your problem, you know, you can identify the problem here on your screen, right? Whatever problem you select. But then how can I resolve the problem with analytical thinking? Now, what is analytical thinking? Let's see the video.
Analytical thinking refers to the ability to break down the problem into smaller parts, analyze, understand them, and draw proper conclusions from the analysis. It involves a systematic approach to problem solving, using data and evidence to guide decision making. When applying analytical thinking, it is important to ask a series of questions to gain a better understanding of the problem or situation at hand.
Yes. So what are the series of questions for the analytical thinking? The first question is, what are the causes of the problem? So you have to simply click and write the causes here. Why do you think the problem is there according to you? Why is the problem arising? So pick up the subtopic and write your answers. Now, where is the problem arising? Your job is basically to only expand these mind maps. So this will become your complete analysis of a problem that you can keep it with you, because when you are going to solve it, this will be very important for you to come out with the solutions. Next is when you go for your creative thinking, right? So what is creative thinking? Here you can go and click here. So you see the moment you click on the creative thinking, it opens up a new mind map for you. And it tells you how do you basically, resolve a particular problem. And the first thing that it tells you is that your imagination, the students are very imaginative, right? So, but what is imagination? How will you imaginatively resolve this? At every click, you find that, it expands into the new mind map with complete knowledge about that idea. So for the first idea is synthesize emotions, experiences, and information. Then blend the cultures, knowledge, and multiple disciplines, right? So it is very important for you to come with your imagination. And you can click here if you want to know more about imagination. So what is imagination?
As Einstein once said, imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. Imagination is a creative process that involves the integration of various elements such as cultures, knowledge, and multidisciplinary technologies. It is a fundamental cognitive process that enables us to visualize, conceive, and create novel and innovative ideas. Cultures are the shared values, beliefs, and practices that shape the way individuals perceive the world.
So you can see this video, and now you will have a better understanding of how do you blend cultures, knowledge, and disciplines. If you click here, you get a note and the example of how it is done. So you can see WeWork actually created a business model by blending cultures, knowledge, and multiple disciplines. So this is the imagination part of it. How is it that we change perspectives of people? The internet completely changed the perspective of people, but somebody imagined. In Toyota, there is a word which is called Imagineer. They say whatever can be imagined can be engineered. And that is why Toyota, and this word they borrowed from Disney, because the word came from the Disney Imagineers. So once I met Disney Imagineers and I asked them, what is imagination? How do you do this? They say, we stand under the open blue sky for, absolutely seamless, unlimited, limitless ideas, which are not blocked, which are not constrained by any kind of a process. So whenever your thinking is not constrained, it is not blocked, it is limitless. That is where imagination comes in. And that is why I think Einstein had said that imagination is more important than knowledge. And he also said that, imagination is the preview to life's coming attractions. So the students can actually develop their imagination here. Many times the students are told, why don't you come with out-of-the-box ideas? Nobody knows what is out-of-the-box ideas. Everybody says, what is your creative idea? What is your out-of-the-box idea? But here, when I go and click here, it gives me the out of the box ideas. How do I generate out of the box ideas? The first thing is you have to challenge the common beliefs. Right? So I can see the note here. What is the common belief? Everybody has a common belief. We think that the things must only be done in a certain way. But the things have to be changed. Just because we are doing something for the last 20 years in a similar way does not mean that we'll continue to do that. How do you challenge the status quo? How is it that you start doing the things in a different way? Now, this is challenging the beliefs. This is challenging assumptions. How do you challenge an assumption? Everybody thought that you have to kill an animal for a meat. But today, there is a plant-based meat alternative for you. So you can see how many of these companies today, many of the startups today are actually challenging the assumptions. It is so important to challenge the assumptions. So you go step by step on divergent thinking, on convergent thinking, on all these kind of thinkings to come up with your ideas. Unconventional thinking. What is this? This has got 10 principles. How do you think in an unconventional way? Because if everybody thinks in a straight-jacketed way, innovation can never happen. So there are 10 ways of breaking the rules. The first rule of innovation is to break the rules. How do you break the rules? And we all love breaking the rules, right? But in innovation, you have to break the rules. So here you find that you can actually go here and see various principles that you have. Now, one of the principles over here is called the stretch principle. What is the stretch principle? So the standard restaurant rule was to offer the dining only inside the restaurants. But McDonald's, they say, we want to break the rule. And how did they do that? They introduced the drive-through to capture the traffic of the road. And that, their drive-throughs in many places, they do much more business than the in-restaurant dining. So these are all methods of coming up. You might suddenly have an idea on the stretch principle and say, I think I also can think of some idea which is very close to the stretch principle. So you're not just learning, you students are not just learning, you're applying the idea at the same time. Because in our conventional education system, we are only learning and we're only memorizing. We're not doing it. But here is a tool that tells you not only how to learn, but how to do it. So it's not about 100% of theory. It is only 10% of theory and 90% of the practice. So it's a new pedagogy, it's a new curriculum that we bring it to the universities so that the universities do not get disrupted tomorrow by the artificial intelligence. With the advent of platforms like ChatGPT, many of the students are concerned about their careers. What will happen to their career when ChatGPT later version comes out? But now with this platform, you need not worry because artificial intelligence cannot think out of the box. It can only give you those ideas which have been fed into them. But innovation is always coming out with novel ideas, with new ideas. And that is the only way that you can conquer the threat of the job loss of the artificial intelligence. When you are creative, when you're trying to create something, when you're trying to innovate, when you're trying to come with out of the world ideas, AI does not have. If you ask ChatGPT information about 2022, it will say, sorry, my information is only up to 2021. So ChatGPT cannot answer you. The only way that students can, go ahead of the rising threats of the artificial intelligence is by working on such platforms and creating some great ideas. which the AI engine cannot create. So that is actually the power of the package that you see here. So you can go and click and see many other things, So if you want to know what is the meaning of innovation, you can simply see over here, and is it possible for you to make anything faster? Just click. So it tells you how to make things faster. But what is, you can reduce the processes, reduce the manufacturing time, reduce the delivery time, reduce the automation. Try to create automation of that. There are so many ideas. And the good thing is that if you have any other idea which is not mentioned over here, you can go in the center and write your own idea, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Very flexible tool. So you can add your own ideas. How do you make something better? How is it that you add new features, new measures, new efficiency, new areas of improvement? How do you make something simpler? How do you make something painless? Do you have any idea to make something painless or something which could be effortlessly done? Something that is more user-friendly than the present system? Think about it. So all the students will not just learn and memorize. They will try to make the things better. And that is what is, I think, very important. Now, when it comes to business ideas, you may have an idea today. Do you think that idea will work tomorrow? So you can see, you can validate your idea here. Simply click on this button to see how to validate a business idea. So here you see, is the idea desirable? Is the idea feasible? Is the idea viable? So you can find out what is the meaning of viability. Can you sell it? Can you make profit from the idea that you have? And if it is viable, do you think it is a scalable idea? Do you think there is a market for this idea? What is the size of the market? $1 million, $2 billion, $500 million? The bigger the market size, the more advantages that becomes for you to scale up that. Is there a demand? What is the CAGR? At what rate is the business of the industry growing? These are the parameters you must take into consideration before you actually, think about scaling up your idea. So sustainability aspects, compatibility. Is this idea compatible with the modern times? With the EV going so fast, there is no point in coming up with an idea that's about a mechanical combustion car. You should think about the EV charging. You should think about enhancing their capacities. All these ideas are so important. And if you want to really measure the power of your idea right now, whatever idea you might have generated, you can go and measure and see, in a self-assessment format, where does your idea stand? Now, here it says, I have, got very less marks. It is only 54 because my idea is not scoring well. It is not environment friendly. If I make the product environment friendly, then my marks become 61. So how is it that you continuously monitor the score of your idea so that before you go and transform that into a business, it is really a successful story. It becomes a successful business project. So you can see that all these, ideas and how to, think about the validation of an idea, how to generate an idea, are given in the first mind map itself. So here you see, this is the power, of the guided mind mapping templates, which guide you on every step of your journey. Supposing your idea is very good, or supposing you want to create a new product design today, you can go to design innovations. Look at the template. How to create a new design. So here is a template that tells you how you can create a new design. Go to combine. Can you combine two products? Can you combine two processes? Can you combine two different technologies? So you know how this electric cars with autonomous driving came in. This is all combination of technologies. The smartphone with the mobile payments. So how is it that you create a virtual reality headset with the eye tracking? How do you combine two different materials? So everything that you see here, it basically gives you at every click a great idea. Google talked about information on a click, but there is so much of overload of information. This platform provides you with ideas on every click. Now, if I tell the students to give me one idea on eliminate, they will struggle. But if I tell you, you click here. Now I tell you to eliminate something. It becomes very easy for you. Normally, when a student is given a mind map, his mind map looks like this. This is your mind map when you open in a software. If it is not guided, how will you generate ideas? It is so difficult. And if I tell you to create your own mind map, it is even more difficult. It doesn't give me anything. But if I look at the eliminate mind map here, it makes my life so simple. So how can I reduce the harmful effects? Chemical-free, carbon-free, pesticide-free, maintenance-free. These are all examples. Hazard-free construction materials. Suddenly you will come with an idea and say that, here is where my idea to make this free from the troubles. How will you remove people? So you can see the pizza vending machines. You can see the hamburger making machines. There are many machines that you can create for Moldova, right? The automated sushi machines are there. I'm sure there must be a very good food that which is very, very famous in Moldova, that you can create an automatic machine for that. So very important for the students to really create new innovations. There are many, many more mind maps, which are going to guide the students on the entire journey, in the smart products, smart agriculture, competition, business modeling, etc., etc. And, that you can explore. But our World Innovation Network platform is here on the screen. The largest innovation network platform in the world, which is connecting you with the global markets, with the investors, with the technologies. So everything that you see on your screen over here, it guides you. So what are the new technologies which are going to come in the field of drones, for example? So you can see the drone technology, the videos which are there, continuous updates. So let us say 3D printing in the drones. So you can see the video for the updates.
This is a 3D printer on a drone. In fact, it's the first time 3D printing like this has ever been achieved by a free-flying robot. A group of scientists and engineers were inspired.
So you can see all technology updates here, right? Everything that the drone is doing. And the best thing is that there are drone technology solution providers given in the side channel. So if you want to partner with them and bring that partnership to Moldova, because everything need not start from scratch. Samsung, they went to Silicon Valley. Nokia was the world leader in phones. So they went to Silicon Valley, they partnered with Google, and the world leader was thrown out. That is open innovation. The power of open innovation is so strong. So we wanted to bring the Silicon Valley in your hands. But Samsung was aware that Google is working on the Android. Are you aware as to what technology people are coming out with? So do you know what is drone seed rapid forestation program? Do you know how this works? So you can explore the global technology solution providers to see how they're using the drones in new ways. So they're basically your partner for the post-wildfire forest restoration. There are so many fires which are happening in the world. So they have created a company which helps them to create a forest restoration and see how they do it. So this is basically the drone seed company. Assuming that you need it and you need to partner with them, you can always collaborate. So we bring you the complete technology intelligence. That is the power of the World Innovation Network platform that you get on your screen. The updates and all the technologies, in every field. So if you want to see what is happening in the field of, let us say, smart agriculture, you can simply go and see how smart agricultural technologies all over the world. These are all videos. And how they are using it, how they are using these technologies, to create something very novel. How John Deere cotton harvester solutions work. So look at the technologies, look at the videos. Very, very important from having the technology intelligence, sensors and the way sensors work. All the technologies are here, but the good part is we are giving you all the innovation challenges. Because if you don't know the challenges, you cannot innovate. So all the 2023 innovation challenges you will find on your screen of all the companies in the world. They expect you to solve their problems. If you want to see the problem of Unilever, in 1 second, you are inside Unilever and their challenges. So what are the challenges? Waste-free world, positive nutrition, future of work. One click. And you can see that they have a challenge of creating a sustainable packaging in ice cream. This is your $1 million idea. You don't have to struggle to find out an idea. Not only do you get an idea, but if you're able to create a sustainable packaging for ice cream, you can also sell the idea to Unilever. So you get the challenge and you get the customer at the same point. This is the power of the package, that the students will explore the global challenges and they will know who's going to pay money for that challenge. So that is open innovation. Just 1 second. Can you just give me the battery? Charger. Yeah. Oh, 1 second.
Я в лекции.
Да, ну, мои сын там ничего надо. Вашим шарьем перейти.
Yeah. So here is where you get the challenges. And
We have 10 minutes.
10.
10 minutes. We have 10 minutes at our disposal.
yes, so I'm just going to finish off now. So basically,
Yes.
the whole platform provides you with everything in a click. So you can go here and you can see the challenges. You can see, the venture capital companies. So if you want to raise money, where do you go? All the venture capital companies. So if you have an automotive idea, simply go here, go to Toyota Motors and submit your pitch deck. So you can actually submit your pitch deck over here. So that's the beauty. In 1 second, your problem of submitting the pitching is over. So you can go and tie up with the corporate accelerators and venturing companies. The entire ecosystem is available to you in a click. So that's what is the platform. I'm sure the students and faculty over there must have enjoyed it. And thank you very much for your patience and going through this. Yeah. If there are any questions, I'll be very happy to answer.
Please do not hesitate to ask some questions.
Yes.
Feel free. Don't be shy.
Okay.
We are not looking at people.
There is one question here.
Yeah, there is one question, Professor.
Mr. President,
Yeah.
yes,
Who's there?
is there a possible to offer such an incubator
At our university.
at our university?
Such an incubator to open at our university.
Yeah, we
Yes,
are
Is
talking
please,
there a
about this right
possibility?
now.
Yeah?
please, Mr. Teacher.
I did not get that. Yeah, please tell me.
Yeah, so our students wish to open such an incubator at our
There is a
university.
proposal actually.
Yeah,
Yes.
I have already shared the proposal with Luminitsa madam, and I
Yeah,
did
we are
not,
thinking about it.
yeah, I did not know that you have 7,000 students, but I have given whatever I've given still stands for you. I wanted to create this digital incubator for you in your university so that every student can access this, all 7,000 students. And
Yes.
you know, imagine the power of the package when everybody gets on their smartphone, on their PC, on their computer, in your computer labs, and they can create a world of innovation from Moldova. This will transform your institution into one of the most innovative institutions in the world. I'm very sure about it.
It would
Thank
be
you.
great.
Thanks.
Yeah, we are facing a shortage of digital incubators. That's right.
Yes, and now you don't have to spend money on physical incubator. So, I mean, there is no point. Why should I will save on my land, my furniture, my construction cost, nothing required because everything is happening virtually. And you see the support that people get over here, you know, everything. I mean, today, if your student has got any idea, let us say in the automotive business, he can go to the accelerator and he can talk to Bosch. See, this is partnership with Bosch and startups, right? You can see here, and you know what they're saying? They're saying that we will buy your idea at a proof of concept stage. Even if you have a concept, the proof of concept that this will sell, they will pay you the money for that. Unfortunately, so far, students were not having this platform where they could sell their ideas. They could sell their prototypes. They can sell their innovations. They can sell their patents. You can create the patents. So this is going to create thousands and thousands of patents for your institution and make your university as the Stanford of Moldova. That is the
Yeah,
power.
the idea is great. Yeah. All the design tools made available in just one single platform. Sounds great.
Yeah, everything, design, commercialization tools also. How do I commercialize? How do I connect? How do I grow? How do I scale? It is A to Z of everything that a student will get on the smartphone for lifelong time. The students, even after you leave the institution, you will have these guided mind maps with you so that you can create a big social and economic impact in this world. Our intention is not to make money. I mean, our intention is not to charge a university year after year. And Luminitsa, let me tell you, the license which I've given to you is a lifelong license. So $7,000 for 7,000 students for lifelong time, $1 a student. That is the proposal I sent to you. $1. Only $1 per student is because we are more concerned about creating a big impact.
Yes.
For the whole university. And you save on land, you save on faculty cost. You don't have to hire any professor from outside. You don't have to spend money on, giving external mentor any money to train your students. Imagine if you have to train 7,000 students, you will need at least 100 more professors. You imagine the money every month, every year you save. And our idea is not just to be a capitalist, we are not governed by capitalism. I'm more governed by socialism and socio-economic impact. So I gave you the proposal of just about $1 a student.
Yeah, maybe some comments you'd like to close for the closure of the event. Maybe you got impressed by something.
Students need to get used. Yes, to practice.
Yeah, the students have to digress the information. They have to get used with all these facts.
And to try it.
Yeah, and to try, of course.
Sorry,
Maybe you got
understand.
impressed with that idea with shuffling the cube when you combine different,
Generating ideas.
yeah, generating ideas, combine different materials, technology,
But-
yeah, and many combinations of ideas. I think you got impressed with this.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Also, out of the box thinking, yeah, was very awesome.
So everything that you get over here today is you can see the whole world of innovation in a click. That's the power.
Yes.
That's the power of the package that we
Yeah.
have. You know, the
have
entire
lots of-
the entire ecosystem, if you want to raise the money, where should you go? If your student has any idea today for healthcare, there are about 44 healthcare corporate venturing companies who have billions of dollars, and they're looking for an idea from a student. That is the big power that we get to you. All the informations are available, all the research, the innovation research available to you in the click. A student creates any idea in agriculture. Where does he go? He can go to Clarion, he can go to Yara, he can go to Capargo, he can go to FMC Ventures. They're looking for an idea from your student. The problem is that everybody is following a closed innovation today. This opens up the perspective. If you want to know the need of a company, let us say you want to understand the need of an organization, you can go to the accelerator part, let's say FMCG. You can go here. You know what is the need of Procter & Gamble today? One click, in one click, you know what is Procter & Gamble looking for. So they're looking for fabric care innovations. They're looking for life lab innovations. They are looking for oral personal family care, beauty and grooming. Your girls can come up with many ideas on beauty and grooming. So they have a problem over here, and they also have a customer. Your students can sell this idea to Procter & Gamble. And if you want to know more, what is the oral personal family care needs? There are 13 needs over here. Imagine the power of the package. They need sleep technologies. Can you create one? And you can sell it to Procter & Gamble. They need diagnostic technology for the oral care. They need diagnostic technology for health care. Look at the needs that they have. And imagine there are 1,000 accelerators. And we are giving you the needs of those 1,000 accelerators so that you can create more innovations and collaborate with the industry at a global level.
Thank you, Professor. Yeah, lots of
Thank
great
you.
ideas we have.
Yeah, thank
And,
you. I can also see Professor Chuchunaru. Good morning.
Yes, I think he wants to speak to you.
How are you doing, sir?
I am well, thank you very much. Sorry, I was very busy, but I will send you a letter with some details about our activities. Thank you so much for your presentation.
Thank you very much. Yes, thank you very much. Yes, pleasure.
Because we are working in this field, especially smart agriculture, smart cities, smart villages, and we have some results based on a geographic information system. Because we represent Trimetrica company, USA company in the Republic of Moldova.
So we have the platform that will enable your students to create these smart agricultural solutions in a click. So now if you want to really improve the shelf life of the product, how do you do that in one click?
Okay.
That is the beauty of the package. So they know that there can be a proper packaging or the use of natural preservatives. There can be picking up at the right time. So at every click, the students are getting a new idea. I think this is the power.
Okay.
And, how is it that you create a new robotic automated solution? So the precision seeding robots, the soil analysis robots can be created. You can create, robotic harvesters, which might be missing. Many of your students today, in a click, they can create some amazing innovations. And not only create, they can connect with the ecosystem. The ecosystem is here for raising the money, for really collaborating with the industry, because open innovation is a very, very big game today. And this is what I told Professor Lubinitsa yesterday, that, physical incubation is losing its pace. Digital incubation, anytime, anywhere, on the smartphone, on the PCs, is the new trend that our company actually created, Professor. And so I look forward to a great association, yes.
Yes, Professor Tutunaru, we recorded the meeting and I shall send it to you so that you can
Thank you.
watch it.
Thank you very much. So because I was too busy, I didn't have time, possibilities to visit, but
No
hope
problem.
you-
No problem. There is a
Yes, yes.
recording. This video has been recorded. I will share with
Yeah.
Luminitsa and you can see the video.
Yes, I'll
Thank
show
you.
you.
Whole thing is there. So
Yes.
I want to thank professors, everybody who came here today, and Professor Tutumaru. Thank you so much for joining in. Luminitsa, all the students, all the faculty. You know, it was wonderful interacting with you, and I look forward to a great association with your esteemed university.
Thank you. The pleasure was ours.
Thank you. I will send the recording of the YouTube video in about 2 hours' time.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you very
And
much.
you can share the proposal with
Yeah, I
professors.
shall come up with the new ideas maybe later during the day. I'll read the proposal and we shall talk, okay?
Sure. Thank you. Thank you,
Yes.
Professor. Have a good day. Yeah.
Have a good
Thank
day.
you.
Wow,
Bye.
wow, yes.
Thank you for the wow that you gave. It really inspires me too much. I hope all the students are happy, right?
Yes, we're having a class. The students are in a hurry for the next class.
Next lesson.
Thank you.
Next class.
Bye. Have a good day. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
Whew.
Чё, вот убрать?